How to dye fabric with coffee. Coffee is a nice easy one to introduce yourself to natural dyeing. You can achieve really pretty pale browns and it smells great during the process. This is how to dye fabric with coffee on my channel BillyNou. Hello, welcome back to my channel BillyNou. My name's Kaylee and today I'm going to be showing you how to dye fabric with coffee. Before we get into dyeing with coffee today, I just wanted to let you all know that I'm offering an online workshop this month on the 28th of February. It's available on my website now. It will be an introduction to natural dyes, so I'll take you through how to scour and mordant your fabric, how to create a dye bath. We'll do a bit of bundle dyeing as well, and also you'll have the opportunity to ask me as many questions as you like. Just head over to my website, BillyNou.com, to find the link for that. Also, stay till the end of this video to be in with a chance of winning a place on my workshop. So I've recently stopped drinking coffee, and Alex doesn't drink coffee, so no one's drinking coffee in our house, and I had this left over for a few months in the fridge, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to show you guys how to get a nice colour with coffee. I'm going to be using the granules, I guess they're called, like this, but you could also try with used coffee. You probably won't get such a nice saturated colour, but it's worth a go anyway. I've got some fibres here that I'm going to dye. Some linen, some bamboo, cotton, a little bit of kind of flannel, and this really old baby top of Billy's, which has got loads of some stains on it. I thought I could make something nice with that. And an old top of mine, an old cotton top of mine, which is just definitely not white anymore. So I thought staining it with coffee could be quite a good thing to do. You don't need much to dye with coffee. You need some coffee, obviously, a dye pot, and if you want to be extra clever and avoid having bits floating around in your dye pot, you can use one of these nut milk bags. They come in really handy. A spoon and your fibre, obviously. So I'm going to take you through making the dye bath in a second, but first of all I'm going to soak my fibres in water, and I'm going to leave them for a couple of hours to make sure that they're fully saturated with water. And this is because when you put them into the dye pot, you want the dye to absorb evenly into the fibres, and if they're wet it works better. If they're dry, like, you get a patchy kind of mottled effect. You do need to make sure that your fibres are really clean before you dye them, so give them a good wash. You can scour them as well if you want to go a bit more in depth into the dye process, but giving them a thorough wash is often enough, especially if they're kind of old clothes that you're revamping. And there's one upstairs, I'm just going to get that. I just also have some silk that I wanted to try, one unmordanted and one mordanted sample. I ought to say also that these have been mordanted, but I'll tell you what with when we do the results, so we can see what the difference is. And this one, I forgot, this is the unmordanted silk. I'm just going to put a bit of Sharpie. Oh damn, might have left it too late. Some Sharpie on there, so I know which one is the unmordanted. You could also just stitch some string into it so that you know which one is which. That would have probably been a better option actually, but the Sharpie was there, so I just grabbed that. Okay, they're going to be soaking now for a couple of hours. So now we're going to make our dye bath. I'm going to be putting this coffee into my nut milk bag somehow without spilling it. I might put it into a jug and do that. Oh no, maybe like that. And it smells amazing. Coffee's a really great dye to start with if you're a beginner as well, if you're new to natural dyes, because it's a very easy process. So there's my coffee smelling delicious, and it's actually really making me want a coffee now. I haven't had one for a few months. I'm going to put it in the pot. I'm going to just wrap that round like that. You don't have to do that. Actually, I'm just going to tie it in a knot. So there we go. And this is an aluminium pot. I haven't chosen this for any specific reason other than it was there in front of me and it was bigger than my stainless steel pot, which is empty, so I chose this one. Okay, so now we're going to put some water in. I'm not going to fill it up too much because you can always fill up with extra water afterwards, but for extracting the colour I'm just going to have it kind of a third of the way full, and I'm going to put it on a gentle heat and leave it for, I don't know, an hour or so, or until I feel like the colour's how I want it. On a gentle low heat, and I'm going to put the lid on as well to keep the heat in. So this coffee has been simmering for about half an hour, 40 minutes, and I'm just checking it. It's like the strongest cup of coffee ever, and it's looking quite nice and dark, so I might get my fibres in there now, maybe wait another 10-15 minutes. I just wanted to say also that if I'm just doing a little kind of creative project like this, I never tend to weigh my dye stuffs, but if you wanted to get more consistent dye results, it's a good idea to weigh your dye stuffs and your fibre so that you can work out the proportions if you want to recreate the colour again in the future. But I'm usually quite happy with whatever the dyes offer me. I think it's cool to have a surprise. Okay. So I've taken all my fibres out of the water that they were soaking in, and I've decided I want to do a pattern with this t-shirt. This is from my fast fashion days. It's a Topshop top. It's a long time since I've been in there, but I'm going to give it a revamp anyway, so I don't feel too bad. I'm just scrunching up the fibre. I've got an elastic band. I'm just wondering, yeah. And I'm just doing it really rough. Oops. Really roughly. I'm not fussy about what pattern comes out on here. Billy, are you sure you don't want to do some patterns on this little top?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Okay. I might do some patterns on this one. Just to show you the colour of the dye here. It's looking really good. I'm going to fill up this pot now with some more water so that the fibres have got some room to move around. Heat it up again, and then I'll pop my samples in. I'm topping up the water with the water that I used to soak my fibres in, because I'm always trying to save water or reuse things if I can. So yeah, that looks nice and full now. So I'll just heat this up again and then we're ready to put our samples in. Okay, I need you to help me. Ready?
Yeah.
Can you please put that on the floor down there? Because I'm going to take my pan off and we need to make sure that we just put it just a little bit here. There we go. So this is really hot, sweetheart, so we need to be careful, don't we? Whoa.
BillyNou's channel.
Look at that colour. So do you know what's in there, Bill?
Is that coffee?
It's coffee. Can you smell it?
Why did you put it in coffee? It don't actually work in coffee.
Oh, doesn't it?
Oh.
It might not. So we'll see once we put our fabrics in. So do you want to put these tops in?
Nice as well.
That's just the bag with the coffee in. which has gone quite brown already.
Okay.
Can you put those tops in?
Is baby top?
That's a mummy top, a big girl top. Whoa!
Sorry.
Should we try and do it slowly?
What's that?
That's the baby top. Look, it's gone brown already, Bill. Look.
Is that for Aya?
We can give it to Aya if you like. It'd be a nice present for someone.
Yeah, let's do it for Aya.
Okay, plop it in then, but slowly, slowly. That's better. Well done.
Why the elves here?
Well, I tied them in to make some patterns.
Oh, you make patterns.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can I do the one?
Okay, you stir it while I put these ones in.
Yeah, I have to put these ones in too.
Oh, look at that. Look, it's going brown straight away.
Oh, it's going beautiful. It's not brown, it's going like blacky browny. It's going beautiful, Mommy.
It does look beautiful, doesn't it?
Oh, I wonder how it will look on Aya, the baby top.
She might be a little bit small for Aya. But we'll find a baby to give it to.
Let's see if it's small for Aya or not. Let's see, Mommy.
Well, we'll wait till it's done and then we'll see.
Hey, it's already gone brown.
Mm-hmm. Plop it in.
That's silly. How did it already gone brown? Even if?
Yep, that too. Plop it in.
It's already gone brown. It's already gone brown. It's already gone brown. That's already finished, I think. What about this one?
Yep, that's going in. Doing a real good job there, sweetheart.
Thank you.
So when we put it in the pot, we need to make sure we stir it. Whoops, quite a lot, don't we? Don't put your fingers in there, sweetheart. It's hot. Keep stirring it
I just want to
so that the colour can get in nice and evenly.
Hey, can we drink it too?
Well, I wouldn't advise it.
Why?
Blow your head off. Very strong. Okay, we're going to put it back on the heat now, sweetheart. Whoops. Can you put your spoon in the bowl? Where was I? So the coffee has been on for about an hour. I just want to say as well, make sure that you don't heat your coffee up too high. You just want to keep it on a really gentle heat because otherwise it can burn, and then I feel like that, like with most natural dyes, that can ruin the colour a little bit. But this one looks good. So it's been on for about an hour, I think, and I'm going to take it out now. You could leave it for much longer, even overnight if you wanted more saturated colours, but I'm going to take it out now for purposes of this video. And I'm using tongs because I don't want to burn my hands. So I've got some flannelly fabric there. Oops.
What's a tong?
These are tongs. I think they're called tongs, yeah.
Do tongs,
oh dear, they're all tangled up.
Do tongs for eating?
Chopsticks are for eating, they're a bit like tongs. Oops, I'm not doing a very good job of this. So I've got bamboo here. And
yummy soup you are making.
I think that's the linen.
And those scissors.
Thank you, sweetheart. And, ooh, that looks really good actually.
What? Whoa, the baby top.
This is the t-shirt. Ooh, just let some of that drip off. And I've got some silk.
It smells of caffeine.
Caffeine?
I mean, it smells like tea.
Oh, it sounds like coffee, sweetheart.
It smells like
Okay.
coffee.
That's cotton. So these will cool off pretty quickly in here, but I'm going to untie these already. on so we can see if there's any patterns. Yay, look. It's a nice tie-dye pattern. I'll let these dry overnight and then I'll give them a nice hot iron and a final rinse tomorrow, and we'll come back tomorrow and show you the dry results. They will dry much lighter, well, not much lighter, hopefully not loads lighter, but a few shades lighter, so they'll be nice kind of pale tan colours. Quite a cute little baby top.
What?
Look, Bill, the little baby top that we did with coffee. And this, I just want to quickly show you the difference between mordanted and unmordanted silk. Which was the mordanted? I hope my marks, yeah. So that one's mordanted and that one's unmordanted. Not much difference in colour saturation, it's just the shade which is a bit different, which is interesting. Undo my t-shirt. Ooh. Woohoo, look at that. It's really nice. It's actually come out the darkest, this cotton t-shirt. We'll see what it's like when I've washed and dried it. I love it. Anyway, à demain. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm offering an Introduction to Natural Dye workshop this month on the 28th of February, and I'd like to give away a spot on that workshop. If you'd like to enter, please leave a comment below in the comment sections telling me why you'd like to win, and I'm going to choose a winner within the next 24 hours, so it's going to be a quick competition, and I'll let you know. I'll reply to your comment. Anyway, so now I'm going to show you the dry results of the coffee dye that we did yesterday. Normally when I'm dyeing I might leave things a little bit longer than one day to wash them and dry them, but for the purposes of this video I did it in one day, and the results are still pretty cool. The best results I think I got from this cotton t-shirt, this old cotton t-shirt, I think it's the nicest brown. This was mordanted with alum acetate. And I'm really happy with it actually, although I'm not so keen on this high collar bit, so I might pick that off to change the style a little bit. And so this is the little top, little baby top, it used to be Billy's, that we did, which is a really nice subtle colour with the tie-dye bits in there. That was not mordanted, I don't think, so that's a no mordant. You can see the difference. Then we've got silk, 2 pieces of silk, raw silk. This one was mordanted with alum and this one was not mordanted, so you can see there's quite a difference between the colours. I'm not sure which one I prefer. I think I prefer the shade of this one, but the kind of, I don't know what the word is, the tone of that one, the depth of colour of that one. But it's nice to see the difference. These were mordanted with alum acetate, that's cotton, vintage cotton. It's a really nice subtle colour. This one is linen, and that was mordanted with alum acetate as well. And then this, I thought I'd mordanted this, but I'm not sure now if I did. It's bamboo silk. And to me it looks like it hasn't been mordanted, it's just a kind of a very light stain, but it's still really pretty. It's still not white anymore. So these are my results from dyeing fabric with coffee. If you like what we're doing and want to show a bit of support, please like, comment and subscribe, because it really makes a difference to us being able to make the videos. Check out my Instagram, it's BillyNou Apparel, and my website is BillyNou.com, and check out the comments below to find out who wins the free workshop.